we go.
Let's see
John.
here.
Standing up.
We'll call this to order at 3:36. Roll call.
Chair Hamburg,
Here.
Vice Chair Grenier, absent. Committee Member Beard, present. Committee Member Brooks, absent. Committee Member Chino, absent. Committee Member Jensen,
Here.
Committee Member Martino.
Here.
Stand for the pledge. Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We have a quorum? We do, don't we? We have a quorum, right?
Yeah, just barely.
Let's see, approve the order of the agenda as presented. You hear a motion?
I think you can do all the consent items together.
Okay.
One thing. So, the agenda, the minutes, and then the calendar for,
Do I have a motion to approve the consent items?
I wasn't here, so I can't say anything.
John?
I'd like to pull the
Yes.
tourism council.
I'm sorry.
All right. We first we gotta get a motion here. You made a
I'll make a
motion.
motion.
You want a second on Tracy? Then we'll do discussion. Isn't that how we do it? No? Okay. She wants to pull the approval of the Tourism Advisory Committee calendar.
So now we just do the approvals on consent, the remainder of consent, and then we have a separate discussion on the calendar.
All right. Move to approve A and B on the consent calendar.
Okay, and I make a motion to approve it.
Can I get a second?
Yes.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Can't say that.
Okay. And now we have a discussion on the Tourism Advisory Committee calendar. Tracy, you'd like to start that discussion?
Okay, this is the calendar that's being presented to us for next year. Okay. So when we say we're submitting, we need to, 3 weeks out, you need our submittals?
That's, the submittals are for outside parties and applicants who need to submit to staff. It gives staff ample time to process the request in order to get it on the agenda in time for posting. There's government guidelines in terms of legal posting deadlines, and then staff time, and if there's a public hearing or public noticing, what the lead time is for the newspaper. So those submittals are for, basically for staff to receive documents.
And ours is the Wednesday before the meeting, the week before the meeting?
Our posting date, wait a minute, I'm sorry, let me look at that.
And just,
If you give me a date, I can tell you what that looks like.
okay, well, it looks like we're not doing December meetings, so it looks like we're only going to January.
We're starting with the first of the year, which is the, of 2023, we're not doing the January meeting.
So we've already been canceled for December and January?
We need to put that cancellation, and we're gonna do that at the beginning of the meeting for December.
So we don't have a meeting December?
You do have a meeting in
Okay.
December, we're putting in a cancellation at that meeting, a request to cancel
January.
the January meeting.
Is there a reason why? That's actually my biggest question. Why are we canceling the meeting?
Typically, it's because it's the first week right after the holiday, and because of where the holiday lands, for the staff to publish the agenda, it would be probably Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. In order to get everything in time, it would be probably that week
Yeah.
before Christmas, and so it just all wraps into that time period that staff is not able to just produce it in time.
We could push that
Yeah, could we
date.
push it to
We would
like,
be open to that.
another
I
week?
don't think we should skip a meeting.
Right.
That's my feeling.
yeah, I don't think we should skip a meeting
Absolutely.
after, why don't we meet like at the 10th or the following week?
That's a decision you can make.
Okay.
Chairman?
Let's see, do we need a motion to do that, or we just discuss that and,
Since this isn't on the agenda to postpone that meeting, we could bring it forward at the next meeting
Good.
to, as a motion at that point to whether to cancel or to reassign a different date.
Okay, that was why I wanted to talk about, because I saw it was canceled, I wanted to kind of have a little feedback, thank you.
I was happy with that. Okay, so, we need a motion to move, how should we word that motion? Approve the calendar with the,
A calendar change.
a calendar change?
Or bring the calendar forward to the next meeting. Or run-
There's a motion to bring the calendar forward to the next meeting.
I make a motion to approve that.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So moved.
Excellent.
Public communications not on the agenda. Mark, you got anything?
No.
Okay, we'll bring it back.
Is there something on Zoom, though?
Oh, I'm sorry, yeah, thank you. Anybody on Zoom out there? I think that's just the agency, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll bring it back. Discussion items. Discuss to receive Like Denmark But Only campaign launched by Abby Agency.
Yep. So Allegra, I think, is online.
Yes,
on
I
Zoom.
am.
Yep,
Who's that, I'm sorry?
Allegra.
Allegra.
Connie's gone this week, yeah. She's filling in.
Good afternoon. It's good to see you all virtually. As Cheryl said, my name is Allegra Dembrushin. I was honored to be with you a couple of months ago in Solvang. Today with me is a brand manager who works alongside Connie and I, Allie. And so she'll be working with the team moving ahead, and we are so excited to share an update for you today. Let me grab my screen share up and we'll get started. Okay, it looks like my screen is up, so I will go ahead and dive in. We are excited to share an update on the Like Denmark Only campaign, which is currently in market. So first, I'm going to take you all through our October report of that campaign's performance. Kicking off with paid media. As you're all aware, our objectives for the campaign are to drive sustainable growth of visitors to the city of Solvang. We're looking at extending our duration of stays, increasing in off-peak visitation, and growing our new segments of long-haul travelers. We also have our target markets on the screen here. Primary market is Los Angeles and Bakersfield, and secondary is that Bay Area and Fresno region. And we know that we're also revising this to incorporate that Inland Empire, Ontario audience as well. We're focused here, this campaign, on awareness and consideration, and the key performance indicators which align with each of those. Under awareness, we have impressions, clicks and click-through rate, and consideration is website visits and user engagement.
Quick question,
Yeah.
the target markets, Los Angeles, is that Los Angeles County? You using Los Angeles as a general term, or, because Orange County is important. I don't know what you had in mind with Los Angeles, if that means general, below Ventura,
Yeah.
or does that
We have
mean
people-
Los Angeles?
We have people coming out even from San Diego a lot.
Yeah,
so.
but,
Yeah.
so,
Absolutely. So in alignment with our strategic annual plan, that has been the Los Angeles DMA. And if we want to address getting more specific or incorporating some of those additional regions, we can. Allie, can we follow up with specific details on those zip codes and what is entailed under that Los Angeles DMA? So we can share some details of exactly what we're looking at there, because there are so many ways to interpret that, and if we want to adjust from there, we're happy to. Any other questions?
no, that's all I had.
Thank you. On the paid media overview, so we had our campaign paid media live throughout the month of October. The report that you have here is a snapshot in time. We do want to flag that these metrics are sometimes subject to change a little bit after the flight close date because of minor adjustments within the platform analytics. But we have seen the paid media tactics that have gone live performing really, really well. Our paid media team has been hands-on and optimizing so that we're able to improve that efficiency and continue delivering more impressions moving ahead. So now let's get into what some of the assets and performance looks like. On this screen, we have creative assets for the Like Denmark Only campaign. On the left-hand side, you can see our search engine marketing ads. So those are being served to audiences through the Google search platform. As relevant keywords are searched, they're seeing a variety of different ads. This is just one example. And then on the right-hand side, you'll see some of our visual ads. I know that Connie shared video ads with you all at the previous meeting. You can see that in screen on the YouTube screenshot there. And then you can also see in the right-hand side column, we have a display ad supporting that in-screen video tactic. And then on the right-hand side, we have our Pinterest ad, which again is very visual and aligns with search terms that our users are searching on Pinterest. So on this slide, we have shared some metrics from performance of the first month of the campaign. Overarching data is here at the bottom of the screen. We saw over 42,000 total impressions of our target audience in that first month, over 1,000 total clicks, 1,050 to be exact, and a 2.48% total click-through rate, which is very strong. We're really happy with the performance so far, and as I said, continuing to adjust and refine as we move ahead. That total spend on advertising paid media for the first month was $803. Which aligns with the paid media plan. Can I address any questions on that campaign and performance?
So when the click-through rate, what is the ROI on that? Can you tell us did they go to another site to make a purchase or to book a hotel room? Can you tell us that?
So at the end of the campaign, what we can do is take or I would say even one more month of data. We can take a little bit of a more granular look at where are people leaving our site and going to after that. How many clicks are we driving to individual hoteliers? What becomes a little bit of a challenge as far as the ROI goes is that unless we cookie and are able to actually track the conversion point on the checkout, which happens on the hotel websites typically, we're not able to confirm exactly what that conversion looks like as soon as they leave our City of Solvang website. So we could definitely take a bit of a larger view of how we're passing that traffic off and that ROI that we are driving to our partners as the campaign continues. But to your exact point, that's going to be a little bit tricky unless we can work a little more hands-on with our partners' websites.
What's SEM? Sorry.
SEM?
Yeah.
That's search engine marketing,
Okay.
And it's slang would be Google AdWords, I would say. So it's anytime you're searching on Google and you see at the very top of the search results come back with a few that say ad next to them, that's an SEM ad.
Can we just...
Question? Sorry.
Yeah.
I want to go back to what Tracy said earlier in regards to getting ROI, because
Absolutely.
this number right now is at $803. Okay, if we have people coming to us, and meaning even the council will come to us and ask us our ROI, what are we getting? Let's say it's $80,000 or $8,000. How do we have an ROI on that kind of money? So right now, we're just in the infant stage. I mean, I would think, because again, we've been through this before, and we are putting a lot of money from the city, and the city would like to know what is the return on the investment, obviously. So I think it would probably behoove us to try to work on getting what Tracy asked for, maybe? Just to help us out so we can help the council, so they can come back and say, what we're doing is the right thing, and that Abby's helping us get there. What do you think?
So I absolutely think that we have opportunity to work collaboratively on articulating some of that ROI and helping partners to know that this is the right route. I would say every destination that we've worked with does experience the challenge of articulating the ROI, because it's not always a direct pass off. It's not always super direct and easy to link every piece of work that's happening to the actual visitation, as you're all very aware. That being said, in our marketing plan, we identified the Abbey Agency's approach to measurement is at two levels. We have the marketing level measurements, and then we have the destination level measurements. And the destination level measurements are the really higher level impact pieces of, we saw higher foot traffic in the visitor centers on the 3 months that we were really pushing for. Some of those pieces that you're able to show that impact more clearly. And so the challenge with those destination level measurements, though, is that they're really only able to see on a longer span of time. So we wouldn't recommend getting too deep into that until 3 or 6 months into the campaign. So to answer your question, yes, there's a lot that we can do, and we can start laying the groundwork for that now. Allie, if we can note that next month's meeting, we can take you through a deeper dive of what that measurement looks like and how to articulate all of that. But just kind of as an overview of typically how we address and move forward there.
Thank you. I just wanted to make sure that we're clear that we really want this to work. And we wanted to just show the city council that hired us to be on this board that we are coming with something coming from you, and we picked you guys, so that's all.
Absolutely. No, we appreciate that.
It's like, could we do something as simple as just like divide the total clicks by the spend to say this many clicks per dollar, per dollar or something like that? Is that what you're after? Or more the specific?
I want to see, tracking them. Did they go from here to a hotel? Did they, yeah. Where did they land? And then what happened? That's all. And if we can see that we're getting somewhere, rather than, people click and then we don't know whatever happens to them.
Yeah, and the clicks then go to the landing page, and so after a few months is what she's saying, is then through Google Analytics, we can then see, did they click to the things to do? Did they click on the booking widget? We can see more, did they leave the website? What's the bounce rate? But I think with the initial start, it's hard to pull some of that information from the get-go. So I think, next month we can definitely have more of that information.
Even not next month, I just wanted to say as we go
yeah.
forward, that we're showing something for our money.
And that's the hard part with travel too, because you might go to the website, think about it, and then later on go, okay, it's time to plan that trip now. So, we're tackling people in the travel stage all the time. So, inspiring them to think about solving, and then actually, getting them to book travel to solving, and then actually getting them as well as their in market. So yeah.
Okay.
Tracy, did you have something?
Yeah, I think when we talk about the SEM, I knew what it was, but I think just to not put things in acronyms, to put things out and put an acronym in parentheses, I think that's better. As I noticed, that was done a lot through the planning of the big page you gave us on portfolio.
Yep.
We need to have things out. Not everybody speaks your language. It's just better to be very transparent, because council looks at this. Everybody's not a marketing genius, so we need to make sure what we're doing is correct.
Thank you, Tracy. You're right. The acronyms are tough.
Okay.
Carry on.
Yeah. Oh, I was just saying, thank you, Tracy. We'll absolutely make sure that moving forward, we have the full term written out, any acronyms in parentheses for clarity.
Any other questions? Public comments? Right, am I doing your job, Max?
No, you're doing fine. No, I wasn't sure she was through with the presentation. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So,
Sorry, Cheryl, we're hogging you.
no.
Oh.
We're still all new at this, just like, so yeah. Was there any more?
Oh, no more on that presentation. We have another presentation to take you through on the Yule Fest side of things.
Okay, so back, any, like to speak on that, Marty?
I only had one comment. She said, the city website. That's not the City of Solvang. I think that's what she said was City of Solvang website. That's cityofsolvang.com is not the website she's talking about though, right?
No, that's correct, yeah, it's the Solving USA, and they created a landing page that ties in with the advertisement much better, so it doesn't even just go to the home page, it goes to a landing page, and then that goes out to different pages within the site.
I think it needs to
Yeah.
be clear when
Yep.
it's presented that that's the Solvang USA website.
Yep.
And we haven't got a hold of our website yet?
No, we've gotten a hold of the website, we haven't gotten a hold of the social media accounts, but we have the attorney actually reaching out to Facebook at the moment, so
Okay.
hoping he can,
Really?
yeah, so.
If you have any luck, tell us, because we're looking for Danish Days to do that too. Okay, any comment from, any more? Okay, go ahead with, B then, Allegra.
Sure, so I'm happy to give it any update on the actual calendar events, but I know we talked about it in length, I think at last TAC, and then we have gone to council and shared with them the calendar of events. We did approve a audio and AV company, so we're just trying to get all the paperwork squared away for them to do our daily light music show. And just that kind of starting to get all the other things trickle down, but it's moving along finally really well.
And I brought the music if they wanna see it.
Oh, yeah,
Cool.
so yeah, they just sent out the music playlist. So it's some really fun songs, kind of
Yeah.
classic songs, but with some fun twists. So it's a good little variety, not everything sounds the same. So they're very excited, they're a local company. They, in their agreement, they're gonna be here every day to check sure that the show's gonna go on, and, yeah. So they're asking all the right questions, and they're asking a lot of questions, which is good, so,
Very nice job, yeah, because it's at 4 o'clock every day, they check it, it was
Yes.
wonderful.
yeah. And thank you to the committee's been great, they've been super helpful in keeping things moving along, so,
Fantastic.
yeah. And then Abby's gonna give an update on the marketing side for Yule Fest. So back to you, Allegra.
Perfect, and getting the screen share back. All right, it looks like we are up and rolling. So we're so excited also to share some of the Yule Fest assets with you all today. Our team has been working really diligently on this and closely with Cheryl to get these pieces moving, obviously in a very quick time frame here. And I'm just so excited to see how they're all coming together. So we wanted to start out today with the social media side of things for Yule Fest. We've put together the 2022 Yule Fest roadmap. What I'll take you through now are a few different social campaigns that we're excited about that are going to get our followers and locals to participate in the spirit of the season and the event with us on social media. We know that this event is so heavily celebrated in the region among our target audiences and so well known that it's a really large opportunity for us on social media and some of our marketing channels to drive engagement that we want to then maintain all year round. So you'll see on these ideas that some of these, all of the ideas have been put together with the goals of inspiring our followers to share their Yule Fest memories and to stay in the know about the ongoing events and activities during the holiday season. So first off, we have gone ahead. I know last month you all saw a previous version of the Yule Fest branding. So that has been finalized here. I know you see some lines through it. I'll explain what that looks like and what that means. But the first thing we want to do on social media with Yule Fest is a grid takeover, which means that we'll be taking our Instagram account and taking over the top 6 photos with a big divided up photo of the new logo. So it's really our opportunity opportunity to launch that logo, build a lot of excitement around this new brand and around Yule Fest for the year. This is not the exact graphic treatment that we're going to be launching, but just wanted to share it as an example while our teams work on that graphic treatment. And so for those of you who are familiar with Instagram, fully visually driven, these will be 6 individual posts and then take over the top 2 rows of our grid. I will go ahead and pause there for any questions before we move ahead. Okay, I'll keep going. We also want to implement the hashtag Solving Yule Fest. This will be our main hashtag to be used for content sharing across social media platforms. And we're planning to launch a photo campaign, around this hashtag, encouraging our influencers, visitors, and local businesses to use this hashtag and share their experiences from Yule Fest throughout the season. So we're asking people to share their favorite memories, starting on November 14th, so that we're generating excitement for Yule Fest. And then from there, the ad agency team, we will be working to select a winner of the best Yule Fest memory, and then we'll be giving away a one-night stay in the destination. I do want to call out that the ad agency, we will be providing the one-night stay to that winner up to a $300 value. And we're really excited. This is a great opportunity and way to maintain and increase engagement around this highly anticipated event. Any questions that I can address before we move to the next concept?
Yeah, I do have one question. On the Solving USA, it says, tell me what I should eat in Solving and / Sandy and Naz on our Instagram page right now. And it's on a day for the story.
Yep, an IG story, I saw that. So yeah, so what they did is someone posted, tell me places I should eat in Solving / Sandy and Nez. So they reposted it, so it's on ours, so hopefully they can actually go and chime in and add their Solving restaurants.
Okay, but this was the same thing that happened last month, was somebody else posted and then we repost. We should not be reposting unless it's Solving. I just feel like our money should be spent supporting Solving, that's all. And we're reposting information that's not exactly.
The person was asking for recommendations
I
for
understand.
Solving and Sandy and Nez.
Okay.
It wasn't just Sandy and Nez. They were asking for Solving as well.
Any questions on this hashtag campaign before we proceed? Okay. The next campaign we're looking forward to around Yule Fest is called the 12 Days of Yule Fest. This really allows us to focus on a different theme each day, playing off the 12 Days of Christmas, well known and beloved, to share a lot of the different iconic experiences, activities, food, sites that are experienced through Solving during the holiday season. So our plan is to launch this on December 1st, and we really want to leverage as much user-generated content as we can of the real stories and real experiences of individuals who are in the destination and taking part of the event festivities. And then the final campaign concept for social media we wanted to share is called Deck the Danish. This one is specifically aimed to engage our business community. And this right now is a tentative idea. We wanted, in discussion with Cheryl, we wanted to bring it to you all with the mindset that we would really need support from the chamber and business community side of things in order to actually engage the businesses and make sure that logistically communications are able to flow there. But ultimately, we know that many businesses decorate and go all out for the holiday season, which is just such a fun and phenomenal visual for driving visitors during the season. And so we would work with those businesses to capture imagery of their decor and then put a voting opportunity out on social media for our followers to vote on some of their favorite decor and decorations through through the destination. We're thinking about potentially doing this as a showdown style where people can vote on their favorite, and we're featuring 2 businesses each day, or we can keep it kind of more of a general open-ended voting piece. But again, just tentative, and wanted to make sure you all can weigh in on your thoughts with this.
Yeah, I like that idea.
I think it's a great
Yeah,
idea.
I think just the general,
I
not
don't
the
think we've
two.
ever done that before, so I
No.
think it's great.
We used to have the window decoration contest
Right.
every year,
We have
but
that coming up.
do we? Okay, good.
Pretty much like the scarecrow contest and all
Yeah.
that stuff. Yeah, I think that's a great thing. I really like it. It's a new hook.
What do you think, Cheryl?
Yeah. I love decorations.
Good.
Right?
Awesome. And so do social media audiences. We know they're going to really engage with this content. So, Cheryl, is there anything else we needed to address as far as the logistics here, or do we need to handle that offline together?
Yeah, we can, yeah. I think we're good.
Perfect. Then we will move along. So those are really the 4 concepts. Obviously, again, this is such a big time of year. We want to do it all out and take over our social media, all things Yule Fest. So we'll roll ahead with all 4 of those. Moving into paid media, the update on the paid side is that we will be swapping in our Yule Fest assets on November 15th, if not sooner. So at that time, moving ahead, all of our Solving paid media efforts will be featuring Yule Fest and promoting the event.
Where would they be?
Wait, what does that mean? Swapping Ulafest assets, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm happy to clarify. So in the previous deck that I was sharing, where we had our YouTube ads and our Pinterest ads, we're going to be moving in creative that promotes Yule Fest starting November 15th to really push that during the season. And then near the end of Yule Fest, we'll swap back into our Danish campaign.
Okay.
All right, and then finally, we have been moving ahead, and we finalized the website landing page design for the Yule Fest website. Our team is in production on this, and we are going to have it live sometime next week. So we'll follow up with the specific date on that. But this is the finalized design that we're really excited to share with you all. You can see the new branding and the event overview at the top of the page, overview of all of the individual events, and then obviously we're driving out to our hotel partners to book your stay. So just wanted to share that with everyone, and you'll see it go live next week.
Is there, front and back, did we use the card to use the real estate on both sides of the card?
So yeah, so this is just the overview of the landing URL website. So they actually, we had a call, I think, was it just yesterday, since all the details got finalized. So they're gonna be making the wrap cards and the window posters. So that's on their to-do list as well to create
So
all
this is what it'll look like on my phone, probably.
Yeah, so that will
Okay,
be,
great.
yeah, yep, exactly.
Okay.
But they did send over, right before this meeting, a great poster that we'll put over in the Centennial Plaza window. I don't know what you call that, so, yeah.
Display case.
Display case, thank you.
Yeah. What about the visitor center?
Yeah, so, yeah, I mean, if they need something specific, they can help create it, but again, we're working on like the rack cards and the posters, so, and then we'll want them to have, in the businesses, to distribute them as well, so,
I can help you do that.
thank you.
Quick question, if I may. So I just went on to, just Googled Solvang Yule Fest, and I got a solvangyulefest.org. Is that ours?
It is.
I thought it hadn't been posted, it wasn't up yet.
Maybe
misunderstood
it's a meta, is it up, is it live?
I've got it right here on my phone.
So it might
What
be
does it
live.
say? What is it?
Let's see it.
Solving, you,
I've got my light on too. It is solvangyulefest.org.
so yeah, that is, ours,
I believe not everything's on there, but I did look at it before I came. so.
okay. So they must
Is
have pushed it
correct.
live, and probably updating as we go, cause even on Solving USA, just landing page.
Yep, that is exactly what happened. It sounds like our team got it live today, so we're just confirming with them if there's any updates that need to be made from here. But it's looking to both Allie and I like it's up and good. So we're excited to be able to start pushing that.
All of the links take you back to Solvang USA.
I say, we'll make sure, before they run ads, obviously, we'll make sure it's all up to date and accurate and the links work, so.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think the link that needs to work still is the, which I know doesn't yet, is getting for the candlelight vigil. That link doesn't work, cause I was checking
Okay.
things and,
Yep.
but we know that was yet to come this next week.
Yeah, she's getting those squared away. I think she's gonna be using like the Eventbrite to be able to book the tickets for the tours. So.
Yeah.
Awesome. Any other questions that we can address?
Nope. Good.
All right. Thank you all so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Public comment, if you guys don't.
I think you already had, we
Okay.
got our public.
Just wanna make sure.
I'm
Be
sorry, is there
official.
anybody out there in Zoom land? No, I don't think anybody.
Okay.
I don't see anybody, so, okay. On to, C?
Yeah, perfect. You can share, my computer, yeah. So Yule Fest has definitely been consuming a lot of the time and, until we kind of knew what vendors we wanted to use, everything's kind of been on hold. So everything's kind of in full force motion at this point to make things happen, but, excited to have that night show start on November 26th. Have our new decor that we bought up on the light poles the 26th, so that'll really be a good kickoff. So special events, as we kind of been moving through, as myself moving through the permitting process that City of Solvang has, it's kind of made me look at this process and compare to maybe what other cities are doing. So I'm just gonna kind of be working on an audit in the next couple months, make sure our standards and policies are, comparable to other destinations, and want to make sure that we are welcoming, process to special events.
Yes.
And then we've already,
No, and that's good that you brought that up, because I understand we lost the Veterans Parade to St. Inez for whatever reason. And I just think that I would hate for that to continue on
Correct,
that
yeah.
We
road.
have that trend, yeah.
yep.
That would
So-
trend bad
Yeah.
for us.
So I think, and when meeting with event promoters, and if they're doing it for the first time, giving them the heads up from the get-go, what sheriff's fees cost and what it costs to have maintenance sweepers on the road, and 'cause that stuff adds up very, very quickly, right? So I think it was a lot of kind of unknowns. I think, unfortunate maybe that information was relayed too late, but yeah, so that's kind of streamlining that process and making sure, we're doing what other cities are doing and just making sure it's an easy process,
Yes,
so,
we learned the hard way.
yeah. And I've already had calls with, some other events for 2023, so the, half marathon's coming back, so we're getting applications already in for the new year, so. And then I would like to create an RFP for 2023 Yule Fest in the spring and, make sure everything's kind of planning from much earlier on than in September and October, and see what this year happens and how we can make it bigger and better, so.
Great.
Email marketing, discovered a constant contact email service provider. So this is a company, Constant Contact, that makes e-blasts. So it looked like staff had used it in the past for some of the surveys they were sending out. So I think we're just gonna kind of clean up those lists, bring it in-house, and kind of create more of an email marketing calendar, at least for the consumer side. And then on the business development side, Colette Travel, we actually had an operator in market. She arrived on Sunday. She wanted to see 4 hotels. I reached out to the 4 hotels. Cork was very eager to host her, so she stayed there Sunday night. And then I met her on Monday, and we visited the other hotels. So looking to bring in probably 8 trips a year, would be 20 nights each trip. So good little piece of business. One of the day tripper tours that reached out actually booked Craft House, so I booked my first piece of business for Solving, even though I haven't been super proactive on it just yet. And then I have done some just simple outreach to some of the meeting planners that I've known from previous jobs. One from Yardi, USC, just to kind of let them know, hey, I'm in Solvang. What can I do for your business to bring business here?
Good
So,
work.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
Nice to
That's
be
my update.
connected. Cool.
Cheryl, you know, we used to do a lot of business with Amgen. Is there anything, are they still alive and well? Do they come here at all?
Amgen,
Yeah,
that was the bike race.
Yeah, right.
That's
but
history.
when I was at Hotel Cork, we did a lot of conferences.
Oh, with them?
Other side?
Yeah. we
That's,
did.
yeah, I can definitely, I can reach out and start doing my research on who'd be the right person, and, but yeah, they're definitely alive.
Yeah,
so.
their headquarters are in Westlake.
Yep, exactly,
Yeah,
yeah, Yep.
And we used to have our salespeople at Cork, you know, call on them.
okay, yeah,
And you could check with Stormy
yeah,
and see what's going on with Hotel Cork, because they
Absolutely.
brought us a ton of business.
great,
A lot of midweek business.
Did they?
Oh,
I
yeah.
could see that,
Amgen.
yeah,
They have a lot of meetings.
Yeah, I'm sure they
I know they
do.
use Ojai a lot now because it's closer to them, but it would be nice to get them back.
absolutely,
And then Vandenberg too.
I can do that. Any other questions or comments?
Yes.
Yeah,
Quick question. Have we been contacted at all by the Rose Parade people?
the Rose Parade,
Yeah, in Pasadena, we used
No.
to have the Queen
Tracy,
and the whole
Okay.
court. up
Tracy
here.
knows that.
I can answer that.
perfect,
The Rose Parade was coming up until August when they changed out, they didn't have enough money to come. So they decided in mid-August not to come this year
Is that what
to
happened?
Solving. They ran out of money because of their changes in how games were played in their money package.
What kind of
Yeah.
games? Football games or games in money
Football
package?
games,
Okay.
football games. So, yeah, so the Princess Court did not come this year when they've come the previous 5 years. So no, they did not come this year. But I had relayed that, I thought, earlier to everyone, so I'm sorry.
thank you.
Do we know if they're gonna come back, Tracy?
They would like to come back, but it's actually really budget. It costs them about $12,000 to come. We don't really comp them for too much. They pay for their hotel room, they pay for their food, everything. The only thing we did was a very light breakfast with them the one morning with our council. So that's the only thing that we really kind of host is that morning. But, no, they need the funding to come, and it's 10K, so yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Tracy.
Any more public comment? Okay, bring it back. Any committee members' comments?
I haven't heard anything about the tree lighting night. Am I missing something? The tree lighting, do we have an agenda and everything for that night?
So it's on December 2nd from 5 to 6:30. Sue over at the Visitor Center has been working on the Run a Show. So I know she's been reaching out to different music groups and dancers. It sounds like it's gonna be, you know, an alternating between music group, a dance performance, music, dance, and then the tree lighting, and it sounds like the dancers do something around the tree as
Who
well.
will be the MC?
She's been working on that, so I don't know if that has been finalized, so I can find that out for you.
She's done a good job. She's got about another week of little
Oh, yeah.
details, but she's done a great
No,
job
she's a,
putting it
oh no,
together, yeah.
I'm a big fan of
Yeah.
hers.
I think we're just not ready to release till
Yeah.
next week.
She will, because I think that she would be a good, great MC. If
I
she
think
can't get anybody.
she had mentioned her and her father, if
Yeah.
they couldn't get anyone else or some, you know, along those
Yeah,
lines.
I reached
so.
out to a couple people for her,
Okay.
and they were all, you know, Rotary has their Christmas party that night,
Okay,
Sylvan Rotary. So the guys that I wanted, you know, were
We're
all
going
at
to the
that,
party.
So that's the
Gabe Saglia came up for Danish Days. And
He's good.
His mom lives in town or somewhere in the valley. And
Well, you'd be
he
great.
was more than happy to come for Danish Days. What was that?
I know Gabe. I don't
Do
know.
you?
I do.
Well, ask him if he'd be
Have him
willing
talk
to.
Sue, yeah,
Yeah,
that would be great.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
he's great.
Yeah, he was great for Danish Days.
Yeah,
He was spectacular at closing ceremonies for Danish Days for us.
since
so.
his mom lives there, he'll be.
Yeah. But he's so,
Bring his little girl.
yeah, no.
And then get together with Sue over at the visitor center. Sue Lee. Good.
Kim, you have
I have
anything?
That's
nothing.
value.
Tracy, you have any more
I
for
have
us?
two. We have Christmas trees that the
Ooh.
chamber's selling with a group of businessmen. So we have Christmas trees that are on sale now, $100 and $125 if you need a stand. A lot of people have stands for many, many years and they just have to find them. And we also do have the Christmas parade that we are taking applications for Kim. So we are taking.
For the city of Salt Lake.
For the city of
And that's at
Salt Lake.
11, right?
At
It's
11, yes. Yeah, we have the right, we're at 11.
And that's 12, third, 3?
12/3, Saturday,
Yeah,
third.
and what's the hours?
The hour
Starts at 11.
starts at
Okay,
11,
11.
and it'll go until we finish.
Till Fig.
I
Holds
know
the
we
thing up
already
until
have
the very end.
sign-ups.
Yeah, we already have a few. Thanks
Yes,
to
we already
everybody.
have
A lot of inquiries. I've been emailing that application out a lot, so.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
great,
good.
yeah.
And
I
we
guess we should
just-
do it too.
And we just linked the application today and sent it out yesterday and today to the sites.
Yeah, we're already getting some, so it's good.
Yeah,
Great.
So, everyone, please participate if you can.
yeah, that's all I got. We just want you to buy trees and be Christmassy. 100 trees for sale and, we want at least 100 applicants, right, for the parade? That would be nice.
Whoa. That'll take all day.
Hey, you know.
Jeez, jeez. That's a lot of,
You know.
Shannon, you have any for us?
No, just all the press clippings you've been sharing on LinkedIn.
Yay.
Solving's been getting lots of good
Yeah.
press. Congratulations.
Thanks. So yeah, Orange Coast just came out with Perfect Getaway Solvang.
Orange Coast, that's the OC
Yes.
that we talked about. That's,
Yep.
I think they're important
Yeah.
for Abby to understand that. OC
Absolutely.
is very important
Yeah.
to us.
And there was another one for foliage. It was, Solvang was looped in with kind of the Central Coast, but it was our picture. And then another fairy tale-esque, one of the best fairy tales. So yeah, getting some good press.
Good.
Yeah.
City staff comment.
I don't have
Well,
any.
you're city staff, she's the head, all right. Hearing nothing, anybody out in the, no, then we'll adjourn this meeting.
At what time?
4:18.
4:18.
Perfect. Fun.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.